objective. The objective is now active.
Adding power to forward shield.
Turning up the heat. I foresee great things. Sorry about Greetings.
Experience tranquility.
Heroes never die.
All systems.
Look out! I'm on a rampage.
Heroes never die.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Excuse me.
Sterben nicht. Helden sterben nicht.
Apagando las luces. Nerf this. Nerf this.
Pass into the iris.
Kicking off. I'm back to fight. Dein Schutzengel ist da.
I am claiming the objective.
Pass into the unknown.
Enemy seen.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Excuse me for dropping in.
Apagando las luces.
Dein Schutz
Helden sterben nicht.
وريهم قوتك.
Огонь по готовности! Play of the game. Double kill. Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
Hello?
Alright,
Hello?
so now we can cast, I guess.
Alright, yeah. I sound alright?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Alright, because I'm on my phone, first of all. Because my internet's sort of trash over here. So,
This is a nice in-between VOD filler.
actually, so like, oh, okay. So what's happened so far?
So far,
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I forget what team they are. The one with mostly Ultra Wave is one so far. They're
Okay,
up.
so
They're up.
Tonin
Yeah, Tonin Toes is up 1-0 right now.
What's the other team's name again?
At everyone.
At everyone? Alright. Oh, alright. Let's see what they're going to do here. Are they actually going to be playing Somber Goats here? That's actually... Alright. Try harder.
5, 4,
Mm.
2,
So what do you think of the match so far, Bill, since you've been here for
incoming.
longer?
Defend
So far it just looks like they're getting outmatched in the tank duel.
And
From what I've seen.
I would expect so. Just coming from Ultra Wave, they have just already have so much energy with Ronnie and Potsy, but it seems like they're just, I don't know, actually.
You weren't here previously, but Tonin Toes also won the Torb 1v1 at the beginning of the game. That was pretty exciting. Elodian versus Sad Widow, I believe. Completely dumpstered on Sad Widow.
That is sad. Sad day, epic game. But,
Alright. Hack on Pig Dog. Ronin's gonna prop Primal. Gets the pick on Cypher.
immediately just batting around.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, putting him in the corner, showing that he is the
Gets picked himself though, a little overextended.
Big Dog is matched, just hiding around the corner. They should know that he doesn't have better.
Jaro gets a few good picks as well. Honk's gonna punish him, but they should be able to win this.
They should be able to easily win this unless Big Dog get picked off.
Honksy gets a D-Mech. Late sound barrier coming from 2. Ronin jumping in, trying to get a pick. Pig Dog solo shatters Rice. Rice is gonna get out. Trans coming in from opposite. Grab Dragon on side Tonin Toes. Gonna pick everyone thanks to the bio nade.
Now that fight was all over the place. There was so much coordination and discoordination on both sides. But in the end, you actually see at everyone just
And at everyone. Yep.
Stop the payload.
But here, coming up in the next fight, they have EMP belayed, and they should just use it right off the bat to try and hold you right here.
Like,
But it's kind of okay.
yeah, they should be trying to take this fight as soon as possible. They're giving them quite a bit of space right now. Everyone's back, I believe.
Especially since they're running Monkey, and Ronin is not known for his Monkey at all. It's the fabled line of Monkey.
Loading with a huge 5-man EMP.
And the blade comes out, right, just slicing through the opposition, getting 2 already. Getting 3
3.
actually.
I've almost got the 4th. Gets the 4th.
And that's just a clean wipe from Tonin's toes.
Yep.
They just have everything ready. But Promulus coming back up for Ronin, and Haji already has his bomb. But that roommate is going to be getting that Dragon Strike. Ooh, but then
Great deflect from Rice.
Ooh. Rice said, I might have lost in semis, but I'm going to win in this duel.
And so he gets Hanzo off the high ground.
We think that at this point, they just really do seem to be getting out.
Obviously, he gets a big pick on Cypher.
Big pick. Hack comes out. They know Big Dog has counter for the next fight. Runner should be set to Southern bubble for that. Unless he bubbles right now and Big Dog goes for the biggest shatter of his life.
Big Dog's gonna have to go for it. They don't have a real good shield protection. And there it goes.
Oh, he gets the shatter, he kills Option with it, and just dumpsters him. But then he charges back.
Tonin toes are even now. Ronin's gonna go down, putting everyone at the advantage.
Like, as you said, they're actually just getting outclassed severely by Tonin's toes. And I would expect that, being that the only 2 members that all Tonin's toes who aren't from Watch Wave are Elodian from Alpine Worlds, Ding Ding, and 2 from Mercury Leaders. While on the other end, we have a whole spray. We have the tank line of Suia, a DPS, and the tank line of Suia, Lucio players.
Moose gets the big hack on opposite and picks him.
Jaharo takes his price. This is set up.
This is huge because they're using absolutely no ults for this fight, and they're still got 4 ults. If they absolutely have to, and there goes the Grab Dragon coming out. He's gonna eat the dragon.
He ate the EMP. What the hell?
Yeah, weird visual glitch. He ate the dragon. It's still a huge eat, but they had absolutely nothing to protect them against that. With opposite dying right away.
This next fight, I recommend that they nano boost Big Dog so he can get his shatter as soon as possible, or even nano boost boost. See if he can build up that EMP, hack everybody immediately, or just drive fight.
Yeah. Or even just swap off the monkey Diva. I don't know how good it is.
The 3rd point, I think they can hold it with 3rd point. If the beat comes out, they engage on everyone.
Both beats coming out on both sides. Moose is gonna get picked by Elodian. Hacked and picked. Big shatter comes from Pig Dog. DMX Hongxi, Toop dies.
Everybody gets big anti from Cypher, throwing out those names like her name is Toby Bryant. Big Dog charges into a wall.
That's gonna be everyone picked. Hongxi's gonna make it out with his life. Should be able to get the remake. Unless he gets picked right now.
Toop dies to Jaharo getting picked up immediately. Should have stayed on Lucio, boy. So the EMP comes out from Elodian. He gets a hack on the 3.
Rice gets 1, but then dies. It's still a huge pick.
Opposite and Elodian picking up and coming to slack.
Pig Dog most likely dead here.
Big Dog should just kill himself.
Yep, there he goes. Sad Widow gonna fall next. Toop's falling off the map.
Toop is actually feeding.
Oh, he survives.
He gets back up. Shockingly, Toop is able to survive, even though his team was not able to survive their way to the semifinals.
Very close. That could have been very bad.
Very bad. Toop's right.
Moose has the EMP. He's gonna be looking to set that up.
Wait.
Looks like he's going in for it. Moose EMPs gets everyone except opposite.
What a sad day for him.
Elodian gets hacked and dies. Rice going in. Rice picks 2, going for a 3rd. Dies by Sad Widow.
Sad Widow man gets 2 though, and the fight just seems to be swinging back into the favor of the other team. But Jaharo is already low. We could just go back in the spot and try to get that help out, but no.
Yeah. If they're smart here, they won't push it quite yet. They're still down 2.
They can push up here. This whole point is all on Hoxie to try and eat this Graviton and Dragon or Dragon Fire. Or maybe both to just stop this Graviton and top of
Hack goes over onto Pig Dog. Huge Dragon splits. Gets a pick on 2.
But Ronin's in the back line, just battering everyone around, trying to get some type of pick up.
Jaro real low, ends up dying.
Cypher takes out opposite, showing that she's the main score.
Just Elodian and... Oh, and Elodian doesn't touch.
Touch. Elodian, throwing. Letter, number.
Score.
I have to say, compared to that last map, it's going a lot better for everyone.
And I think can get everyone they are really getting outclassed in a lot of ways. Mostly, but it's shocking that they would play through that entire map on the Winston instead of playing Reinhardt, because maybe they just feel bad for Pig Dog. Maybe they're just taunting him like, hey, look, we don't even have to play Ryan to beat you or block your shatters.
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they were just out, like, compositioned in that fight. Big Dog was just landing easy shatters due to the lack of shielding.
Yeah, and that cost them all the way third in the end.
Still a very good hold. Less than a minute left for everyone, but that's still time.
Ready for battle.
Yeah. But here we go back out again with the with the standard die competition. Obviously, on his signature Mercy pick Mercy on a pick instead of playing Zenyatta. As we know, obviously tends to favor Zenyatta a lot in this situation, but probably because Tuba is terribly trash at that Mercy pick. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm messing up a lot. I blame Ronan. Because Tonin's toes, they just seem to be doing big things. But is that a Brigitte coming out? Oh no, they're actually going to be running quad. What is this? Quad?
Triple DPS.
No, why triple DPS? That's interesting.
I don't know. Not something you usually see on this map, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Elodian trying to get a pick right off the bat.
Gets killed.
Won't find anything. Tags Pig Dog a little. But still, not very much results coming from that. Running gets real low. Rice dashes in. Tonin doing a good job disrupting. So far, Tonin toes are up ahead. They just need to get Cypher and Pig Dog. Cypher's gonna be left. She's gonna fall. And now they're on the.
Tonin just pull out the big dick, and they're like, "Hey, yo, we can play this ball composition. Call us the Chengdu Hunters." And they're just rolling over.
Not something you typically see on this map, but they seem to have run it pretty well.
I think that just comes from even though Ronan does lack some signature things about a main tank, he did make masters, he did graduate this season, and he actually is decent at this electronic video.
Of course. Going in for the pile driver. It's gonna knock Pig Dog out of the way. Sad Widow gets a pick on Honksy.
That's huge for them. They're able to hold this corner. But then
Elodian gets a pick on Cypher. But that's a huge mines on Silver Sacks. They are currently down both their supports right now. Big Dog's just gonna have to kill himself. Same with Jaharo.
This fight just...
This payload has not been touched since first point. Ronan does somehow die. That could cost them.
One of the right clicks coming out from Jaharo, and Jaharo is going to try to come back with this extremely big Rabadon surge.
That could cost them coming into this. Elodian going in for another pick. Gets spotted right away from Sad Widow. Pig Dog's getting charged in.
Almost a C9.
Sound barrier grab, Nano, and Dragons coming in from the side of everyone. Gets absolutely nothing out of all those. Oh, now everyone begins to fall. Everyone invested a lot into that fight, but they still won it.
Yeah, true, and Pig Dog does have this big shatter coming up. He can just get a free shatter onto the back line. There's actually nothing that is stopping him from blocking it, but Rice does have this blade, and Rona does have his mine. So this is actually going to be very dependent on...
Theoretically, he should get a huge one, but the way he positioned against this comp, the most he'll probably get is either one. Maybe two. And then going in for the pile driver mine combo. Not going to really get anything. He gets the Mercy and the Hammond. Mercy's gonna fall. Rice goes in second. Ops gonna die third, and this looks like a complete wipe. Honksy gets a pick on Silver Sacks, but he's smart. He'll just run out.
Yeah, but the fight still seems to be going in a good...
Yeah, it's a 3v4. It could be winnable, but I don't think Honksy survives this.
Honksy Oxy somehow makes it around the point long enough.
And there goes the EMP. That's actually huge over on for the side of Tonin Toes because they force out the EMP, so they won't have to worry about that the next fight coming in.
This is just extremely interesting that they would stick on this ball composition, even though at this point specifically, ball is at his weakest on this map. There's not that much you can do. You could go from one angle, and everybody's gonna see you come from that angle. You gotta go down main, or you could go down main, or you could go down tower, but you don't want to go down tower. It just doesn't make any sense.
Moose in position gets the pick on 2. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna just stop their push right then and there. Honksy gets real low, barely makes it out with his life.
Shot Survivor and Post Bomb are up, and that means Cypher is just...
Honksy gets picked, that's huge. That's gonna just delay their next push even more.
Seems that they aren't taking this very seriously. Honksy switches to the Pharah, giving up the tactical visor, seeing that it's just more beneficial to go Pharah here.
Yeah.
Bill, I know you play a lot of Pharah yourself. What do you think of Pharah?
I think it could be good, but I think they need the Ryan Zarya because this Hammond's just not doing much. Sure, he's getting disrupted then, but he's not doing too much.
Yeah, now he gets anytime he goes in, he cloud drops.
Grab comes in from Jaro. Grab Dragon. Not much in it, but they're still gonna win the fight by the looks of it. Oh, it's even. Nope. Now everyone is up. Rice is gonna fall soon. And so we'll... Oh, Ronan makes it out with his life. And that's gonna be the end of that fight.
This is genuinely a soft throw when it comes down to the side of toe and toes. They're just
yeah.
off the ball.
Well, at least what you should do is run Ryan Zarya. Obviously, neither of these teams want to do the goats v goats matchup because it's supposed to be fun games.
Like,
but
you
if
don't
you
have to run Ryan Zarya, you can run Ryan Diva if you want to. Like, you just get a Reinhardt. You need him for this point. You're just gonna lose the pick dog on.
Or even just get off ball because the ball's just not doing much. Going in for another pile driver mine.
Optic gets hacked immediately. The whole backline's just gone.
Everyone dead. It's just Honksy, Rice, and Ronan left over. Honksy's real low. And so is Ronan.
Ronan is living on a life and a prayer, getting killed up immediately.
20 seconds coming into this. It's already way too late for any switches. Ronan's just gonna have to play for contest. Hopefully Opsid's trance and Rice's blade's gonna be enough for this.
Maybe, but as you can see, they don't have any ultimates other really than that'll be something. But let's see if we're able to do anything. Rice goes in. Rice
instantly gets melted. Opsid coming in with the trance. It's a little too late, but Toop does get the revive. Honksy gets one, but they get grabbed and looks like it's going to be a wipe.
This is just actually a massive throw from Ronan. Just doesn't want to switch. Tonin Toes. They just played solo queue. That's exactly what they did. They played the heroes they wanted to.
They're stalling it pretty well though.
No, they won't really hold it in the end because Big Dog is coming up on another shatter.
They got the pick on Silver Sack. Dragon gets the pick on Rice. This is winnable for them.
Are they actually gonna win this? I'm going to be shocked.
There's a chance they could. No. The big anti-nade ends up causing the death of 2 players over on Tonin Toes. Now it looks like it's going to be a wipe. It's just solo D and then Toop left over.
Not unless Cypher can get this. Cypher can get that over this situation. It's over. Jaharo gets that over.
Yep, and that's it. So now the series is 1-1 at everyone. Wins King's Row.
Ronan genuinely threw. I'm appalled. For a guy who boasts himself to be one of the best Reinhardts in the service.
Rice gets the play of the game here with that sick EMP blade combo.
Would you expect anything else from our man Rice from Ultra League? Always good with the Genji, good with the flex. Great Zarya player. He has joined Mercenary Cougars now, joining Big Daddy 2 on the boss.
Yep, after the recent disbanding of his previous team. He got quickly picked up by Mercury Cougars.
I mean, I can understand it. He destroyed them.
Yeah.
it's like some anime. It's like an anime storyline. You ever get when your enemy destroys you so hard they become your ally.
I can't relate to that, but yeah, that is exactly the case here.
You have the anime icon.
Yeah, but I can't relate to that, in real life.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, continuing on. I believe this is a first to 3 series.
Yes, first to 3.
And now we are 1-1. So we've got at least 2 more maps going into this. And how are you feeling for the rest? The other 2 map types are going to be 2CP and Payload.
I feel like for Payload, the team that is actually going to run Ryan Zarya is going to win, so I'll give it at everyone. But then when it comes to toe and toes on 2CP, it's going to be like they might just have that in the bag. I don't think that at everyone is going to be able to beat that ball composition on that map because ball tends to be relatively good on 2CP, depending on what they pick.
2CP, we're going into Volskaya Industries. What's your prediction for this one?
Volskaya and everyone, they're going to run Ryan Zarya and win. If they run ball composition from toe and toes, it's just not.
Yeah, I predict the Ryan Zarya Sombra, and I believe that alone is going to be the reason why everyone will end up winning. But Tonin Toes does have a lot of weird tricks up their sleeves, it seems, so we'll just have to see how that goes.
The toe suckers are at it again.
Yep.
Don't say toes. MCO pop up. With Ball Sky Industry, this is a map that actually I have a lot of history with. After all, Swea destroyed my team on this map, knocking us out of the qualifiers for what was it?
Was it season 2?
Yeah, season 2 playoffs.
Damn. Yeah, Swea being a pretty decent team for both seasons, making it to playoffs one of the seasons. I don't think they quite made it this season around.
No, I'm not. No, yeah, they did not. No, they did not make it. Actually, I'm pretty.
No,
sure.
They did not.
Oh yeah, they got absolutely obliterated. Also, a pause comes out. Who's hosting? Hash this. Why is hash this pausing?
But Pig Dog, Silver Sax, and Jahara obviously being some of the better players of Swea.
I wouldn't say that. Pig Dog is very debatable. I'd say he's middle of the run when it comes down to it.
I'd say out of all the Swea players, I think these 3 are one of the better ones.
True. Obviously,
Jahara, obviously a pretty good Zarya player. Pig Dog, he's got a pretty strong Ryan. But my opinion, the thing that makes that everyone the scariest is Moose on Sombra.
Moose's Sombra won himself a World Series. Like you were experienced firsthand in this field. I saw how much he bullied your team.
Moose's Sombra has always been scary. Like when I was on Night Ops and I was getting him into playing Sombra, the man was just insane. I should have had him run it more. And clearly they just absolutely abused his Sombra this season. That's why they beat Alpine so hard in the finals.
I mean, they would have beat any team in the final, even Ultrawave, who are the self-proclaimed we're the best team in the league. Like, I feel like Night Ops just had everybody's GOAT this season just because they were able to use the Sombra.
I believe they were absolutely unstoppable. Like, even though they had that loss to Lightbringers, they came back and absolutely destroyed them.
Yeah.
Coming playoffs.
Just because no other team they're able to get that Sombra play just right because it's just nobody knows how to play Sombra in this league.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Sombra is very strong of a character.
It's just like how a lot of people don't pick Watchpoint Gibraltar because a lot of people don't know how to play Monkey in this league. It's genuinely confusing.
Yeah. And then you look over on Ultrawave side, you got 4 members of Ultrawave, if I'm correct. Ronin, Opsid, Honksy, and Rice.
Yeah, all former members of Ultrawave. And then Elodian, of course, from Alpine Wolves, and then Big Daddy too.
My boy Elodian. Elodian, very, very strong hit scan player. I thought he was in Brig Jail majority of the season.
Like he should be. Well, not should. Roles are very weird when it comes to Overwatch pretenders. People don't play the right roles because
Whatever reason.
flexibility. Like a stanza on Diva instead of your off tank. Yikers.
Well, that was because Jaharo is probably the better Zarya of the two, and they felt that they could abuse that. And it worked for most games, but you know, there's just that disconnect between a DPS player playing Diva and your normal off-tank player just playing Diva, even though they may be the better of the Zaryas.
Yeah. It's, well, yeah, that's all on Jaharo. He's kind of a bot when it comes down to it.
But getting into it, we got Tonin Toes on the defense and add everyone on the offense. Moose on the Sombra, gonna go for the scout. Gets detected right away. Yeah, absolutely nothing out of that scouting.
This defense is actually
Elodian, huge pick. Elodian gets to one shot, gonna get healed up. Rice is gonna get picked somewhere.
Picked up probably through a 5-4, and they're just pushing. Pig Dog is in their back line, no support. Pig Dog keeps walking.
No resurrection for Rice over on this side. So he's just gonna have to come back slowly from spawn. Ronin's gonna get picked too. That's 2 down for Tonin Toes. And they're just gonna steamroll, it looks like. Pig Dog jumping in, doing a lot of pressure onto Elodian. Elodian still gets a sick pick on Silver Sack.
Yeah, this fight is just going the way.
But Jara with the double melee kill on Elodian and Opsid. And that should secure the fight after they pick Rice and then soon to be Ronin.
This is just amazing. Jaharo isn't really known for his Diva play, but he's coming out and saying and going against one of the better Divas in the league. Hoxie and saying that, hey, yo, I can do this. I made masters. Even though I might be a Zarya one trick, I got this.
Just very dominant. Moose is gonna end up having the EMP shortly after. He's just gonna have to farm that 13 extra %.
They're almost up on everyone. Cypher has almost built up another Valkyrie. Cypher has just been farming these heals, getting these Valkyries and getting ready. That was one fight after.
Moose hacks Honksy. Oh, Moose gets picked by Elodian with a flashbang headshot combo.
This is very good. The bomb comes out from the side of Jaharo.
Huge bomb. Absolutely insane bomb. Honksy goes bomb. It gets Pig Dog. Elodian gets another one. Rice is going for the... Elodian's popping off.
Rice trying to pull out the play just to secure the fight.
Elodian ends up getting 3 or 4 in that fight. Now 5. Elodian destroys them.
Elodian said, I've been in Green Tail too long. I'm not going back. Sad Widowman switches to the McCree to challenge Elodian. I don't think Sad Widowman wins this. I don't think he wins this duel at all.
Elodian throws the flashbang, checking for Moose. Moose has learned his mistake from last time. He's not going in that same area.
Oxy's just also spy checking sporadically, just trying to find anything he can. Just hit him with one bullet, his whole entire fight is messed up. And they're going back to buying Zarya, actually switching over to the Ana. And Ana's end, with the Transcendent, they're probably going to be going to Lucio very soon also.
Moose has the EMP. He's probably just looking for the setup, waiting for his team to get in position. Moose needs to get Tupa into this, otherwise it's absolutely worthless. Gets picked again by Elodian. Elodian just coming in huge. Just won't let Moose get that EMP off. Moose going for the high noons. Gonna get Silver Sacks. Flashbangs Pig Dog. Pig Dog's 1. Gets the kill on Pig Dog. And Elodian just coming out huge within these last few fights. Just won't let Moose get the flashbang or the EMP off. You also have to give Cypher credit for sleeping Moose as well. Or not Cypher, Opsid, my bad.
Wow. You're saying all supports are the same? Wow.
Oh, they're literally the same in this case.
I mean, you are correct. Opsid and Cypher both being very prominent Anas in the league. Cypher being the better of the two, in my opinion.
Opsid's better Zen because Cypher doesn't even play Zen.
Yeah, that's just true. Opposite Zen is actually probably the best in the league. His Zenyatta is very aggressive.
Two
but he's
huge,
so like,
huge boop on the Cypher and the sick anti Pig Dog. Everyone's just gonna fall. Fight's over before it began. Silver Sack's gonna fall soon as well. That was just a very clean fight.
very clean.
4, almost 5 ults on the side of Tonin Toes for this defense. Moose still holding on to that EMP since the beginning of that since 6 minutes ago. Not ago, at 6 minutes.
This just seems that it's going to keep happening. Like,
Yeah.
that they're not able to get this attack. Moose has just held his lead for as long as I can, or you just keep building them up.
Well, the Ryan Zarya for this attack is just not amazing. And the dive competition is just completely punishing. Rice still holding on to the blade. See if he uses it.
But Silver Sack gets the big on the tube, so this is either opportunity to push it or use it.
If they were ever gonna push it, and they push it now. Ronin gets shattered. Lodian going gets EMP'd before his shots can go off. And it looks like it's gonna be a complete wipe.
But maybe not. They're holding on the point, but there's still a lot of people to test. The anti-name comes out. I don't think it's pick up Sad Widowmane after Sad Widowmane kills him.
But it doesn't look like it'll be no. Tube gets hacked out of beat. So there will be no beat over for Tonin Toes. Honksy the only one left.
Well, Lodian tried to tell you, tried to do support, but he
Lodian gets. Rice is hacked. He's gonna get 2, but it doesn't. It's not enough. He gets 3, but not enough. He gets off the point.
Z, that is a letter.
Score
A letter?
0.
Number, my guy.
Switching sides.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered regardless. He was dead on point, 100%. So they would have gotten that point 100%. Unless he just did some crazy juke maneuvers, but he got 2 with that blade, and that was with getting off the point. So
Yeah.
that would have been a 6v1. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a big struggle for everyone, but they do end up coming back.
Sure, yeah. I just don't understand how they were held for so long by that.
I know. Completely rolled on the first point, but did very well on the second point. That was mostly due to just how good their dives were and Elodian popping off. Just not letting Moose get any value out of his hacks or EMPs. I think Moose only EMP'd 1 time during that second point.
I mean, yeah, he did hold it for a long time for no particular reason at all. But Moose is going to be playing that Widow, and Moose's Widow is mucho grande. Even though Moose isn't really known for his Widow, in my opinion, known more for Zombie.
Not this season. Last season, though.
4.
Oh, one of the better Widows in the league. Attacking us with people like Sasuke and Brox.
Yep.
Easily.
Moose said himself, though, Elodian has out-widowed him many times. So we'll see if that'll be the case.
Moose
is
pick on the rice.
very good pick. Sadwidow does the same towards the Elodian.
The DPS line of Night Ops is just dominant, just decimated them. Easily. And they're just gonna reset their position and
And a pause coming in.
Pause. They got destroyed so hard that somebody had to be his monitor died. He got killed so hard his Elodian's monitor died.
Unlucky. But Elodian does smash his desk a lot. It's funny because we would scrim and then a lot of times you'd hear, oh, my W key fell off.
Wait. That's so bad.
I love Elodian. But he smashes his desk too much.
That's actually, I gotta ask him about that afterwards. Holy shit. That is actually scuffed.
You have my thanks.
The enemy is here.
Ronin diving in onto Moose. Won't get anything because Moose has the grapple.
Taking off. Engaged.
And diving on the Sad Widow. Sad Widow dies. Silver Sacks looks like to be the next dive target. It will fall as well. Jaro looking real low.
What happened to that? What happened to that fight there is actually all on the fault of Pigdog and Cypher. Instead of they went for the Elodian in the back line instead of counter diving onto the other high ground to help them not down by their teammate. Elodian can come later. You can just bubble over on the bridge and you're just safe.
And Cypher staggers herself for a few seconds there because she just stood still instead of jumping off the edge.
Yes. It seems that her ping is actually almost 200. That sounds pretty hard.
Elodian gets the pick on Moose. That could enable a snowball.
The
And
snowball
Elodian will have the walls as well, so they know the location of everybody. Moose is gonna switch to the McCree.
No, the Tracer.
Up onto the Tracer. Silver Sacks gets a huge pick on the opposite. That most likely will stop their push. Honksy gets desuited. It's looking pretty over for Tonin Toes.
Blue should have just let Hoxie walk off the map.
Tube should fall next. Elodian gets another pick, but it's too late.
Moose almost gets killed by Elodian there. Just got hit with the full charge body shot.
Looks like Moose might try to go for the one clip. Gets found by Rice. He's gonna leave immediately.
Backside, he says, nah, cuz I'm out. Pigdog gets headshot by Elodian. That's just getting him some good chip damage. Almost
Running, waiting for the heals before he jumps in.
Or they're gonna go deep with his primal, just trying to do the best that they can.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get nano when he goes in. But no, he goes in.
Elodian gets picked immediately. Ronin just contesting 3 people in the back line. He's gonna get slapped, just completely getting melted. Forces Silver Sacks to use ult though, jumps into the dragon. Rice gets 2 with his blade.
Let's fight. Just
And despite all the picks, it still looks like they're gonna fall. Yeah, that first initial pick that Jaro got at the beginning, that just meant that was an instant loss, even when they invested all those ults. So Tonin Tools invest like everything, and they lost that.
And coming up and like Earthshatter is coming up on the side of everyone.
Along with the grab. Nano grab.
This is just gonna be easy.
It should just be a complete wipe. Unless Honksy eats the grab.
Nah, they should eat the grab. But Rice coming in, exactly. They're trying to help out Ronin. The bubbles is on 2 tap.
Honksy gets a huge pick. 3 down for the side of everyone. They just completely have thrown this away. Everyone's dead. And somehow, Tonin Toes have completely turned this around despite being at a huge ult disadvantage. Sleep on the Moose gets him insta-picked. No one's going to be able to touch.
It's just
That's pretty... That's actually insane. They turned that around.
2-2. Let's find out what happens after this break.
But that's actually... Yeah. OWO is a little annoying like that. Because they could just continue it right away.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Your strategy about how you got rolled? Fuck you. Continue. That was fairly how I thought it was gonna go for the most part.
But this is not going how I thought it would.
After like watching how long they were held by that Winston, I was like, okay, this Winston is actually just doing so much work. And Pig Dog's Winston, he has played at least 2 hours on Winston in his entire life. I swear.
It just makes me...
Sorry?
Nah, nothing. You go.
No, I was just gonna say, because like you can see he's taking these engages he shouldn't take. He's diving into places that he shouldn't be diving in.
It's not only that, it's just Ronin is taking engages that are working out for him. That's part of the reason they won that. They were just able to get 3 people like almost immediately after they jumped in. And that's how they just completely turned the fight around in their favor. They were like Pig Dog, Jaro, and Cypher all had ults. They theoretically should have won that.
The issue with that is they backpedaled themselves into a corner and behind that archway. They segregated themselves from the rest of their team.
Routing power to
and just got themselves into a nice little corner for Ronan and Hawk to just slam down and fuck.
Loading with a huge pick on the Silver Sacks. Gonna have to invest the res. Moose trying his hardest to get picks here. Elodian's gonna get another pick on the Pig Dog. And they're gonna have to just disengage, hope for the next fight. Rice ends up feeding into Moose. That's gonna be huge for them. They don't have a res over on the side of Tonin Toes. Elodian gets another pick though. Cypher reses again.
They're just holding here very well. I actually just think they should be running the Ryan's Army instead of
Rice is gonna be back. It's a 6v6 all over again. Elodian gets another pick. The 5v5 right now. Elodian another pick. Elodian's just having the game of his life.
Elodian is going skeet shooting right now. They're lining them up. They're throwing them up. He's shooting them
This-
down.
Insane young talent Elodian is.
Insane.
Barely 15 years old. Absolutely destroying everybody.
30 seconds remaining.
Actually, I don't know if he's barely 15. I know he's 15 because we're both 15.
I mean, young talent, 15-year-olds, they doing it.
They doing it, dude.
But as you can see here, they are more than likely. This is gonna be a full hole coming out from Tonin. And Jaharo's on the ball pick. Fun fact,
Ronin gets pick on Silver Sacks. Pig Dog's gonna fall as well. Opposite and Elodian fall though. So does Moose. Cypher ends up getting the res on the Pig Dog. She's gonna get picked though. And Rice
Why did the pick on the Little Bay?
Rice gets obliterated. It's just Jaro left. 3v1 on the point. Toop's gonna have the sound barrier. Yeah, this is not looking winnable.
The bomb comes out, and Jaharo's just trying to do everything he can to try and stay on the point, but it's just he just can't do it.
Moosek's gonna use the trans, but this is definitely not winnable.
If he was just there a little bit earlier, he probably would have survived. That's sad. And Moose still on the Widow, just trying to do his best to contest. Here comes Big Dog.
Big Dog jumping in. He has the primal. He can stall a bit longer. Sad Widow's gonna ult.
Point.
Gets off point. Unfortunate circumstance.
Letter number.
That was an actual letter number.
To 2. Switching sides.
Tonin Toe's gonna have just under 4 minutes to get one tick here.
Match.
And even if they don't cap it, they get full held. Next map is the decider between these two.
So that's even more maps for us to cast.
And they will not go to a map 5.
No, it's first to 3.
First, yeah. Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's first to 3.
No,
It's not best of how many maps. It's just best of 3.
No. If it's first to 3, right?
Mhm.
If one team wins this, they still have to.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a tie.
No.
Okay, that's my bad then. I thought you were saying if they tied, it would go one more map.
Attackers in
Oh my God, Bill. Let Cypher have mercy on your soul.
Cypher's playing enough Mercy.
And here we have the bunker composition. The ultimate cheese. And I really like how teams are holding in the old Korea spot. Like, that's very interesting. The last time we saw somebody held up there, though, let's just say it didn't go well at All-Star Game Day 1.
Interesting bunker comp.
Objective A.
Yeah. Instead of running the Mercy, they're going to be running the Ana. And
Moose,
gets
very
picked on
fast
Rice.
pick on Rice. Once again, history recreating itself.
Ronan jumps in and gets melted immediately, having to fall back over each other, but he gets anti-2.
Moose, another pick onto Opsid.
Moose is picking apart these Ultra Wave players just on them and loading his switches off, and he goes instead over to the Sombra. They're going to try to build farm EMP as fast as they can, EMP them, dive in, but that's what I think their plan is, and I think that's what they should be doing.
Odin's gonna swap over to Sombra just to try and disrupt this bunker comp. Ronan almost gets picked as soon as he walks through. Huge pick on the tube. Honksy contesting the point. Rice gets the pick on the Moose. That's huge for them. Sado's gonna pop ult. D-Mex Honksy. And it's looking like a hold over on that everyone's side.
Just utterly amazing that they're able to hold that like that. Like, this might actually be a draw. This actually might be it.
Well, never say never. Because the EMP bomb or EMP blade could have potential to just completely destroy them.
Nah.
No support ult to help except for Immortality Field.
Immortality Field might be the way. If Cypher can eat that, if Cypher can eat the lamp in the right area, it's perfect. But Ronin,
huge boop.
What?
3-man boop gets the absolutely insane.
Hey, what the?
Insane play over on Ronin's side. Hopefully that's play of the game. I want to see that.
Let's see that. I need to see that.
Play of the game.
Not even play. Well, we have the VOD, so.
Well, we have the VOD.
I think it happened too late. Or they kept pointing too fast, so it didn't register.
Not even a really good play.
But absolutely insane. He gets the triple kill on the. It's just. That shouldn't have happened.
You don't know what to say.
That shouldn't have happened. Because he gets the Diva, the Orisa, and who else with that boob? And then he killed the Nanoed Bastion.
No, he got
all with one Primal. On point, I think he was.
No, but here's the thing. Sad Widowman got out of turd form. He could have just stayed in turd form and melted Ronin. He genuinely could have melted Ronin.
There's nothing could have done. Because 3 of his teammates just got killed off the point.
But the thing is, Orisa shouldn't have died like that because he has Fortify, unless Big Dog uses Fortify.
Hey, I have a question.
What?
What map are you on?
Rialto. We're about to get into Rialto.
Okay, I have a question though too. Do you know if Honksy's stream is on delay?
I don't know.
Okay, because I'm getting partially a little bit questioning. And Beal, are you still recording?
I am. I don't have any overlays or anything, but we're constantly talking about the score.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure. Sorry for interrupting. Now that's there for the rest of the world.
Later, fine. Cutie.
Have fun. Good luck to both teams. Honksy's cool, and also is every other player. Good luck.
All right, if you got it,
right.
That was production manager Leon coming in to just ask some questions.
And now resuming, just insane. We just completely have underestimated Tonin Toes, especially Ronin himself. He just set that up so perfectly.
But I can understand underestimating Ronin. Ronin has his GPU legit exploded before finals, so he wasn't able to show his full.
Well, not finals, but yeah, playoffs.
His GPU actually exploded. We have video graphic proof of it blowing up his house. It was shocking.
It was very unfortunate. Ultrawave really dominant team with a very unfortunate circumstance.
But even with that, their Reinhardt got the mental boom from Sweets on Reinhardt. It was amazing.
Really?
But they're running out. Ronin still refuses to play the Reinhardt.
Yeah.
He said, I don't need to do it.
Why would you? I mean, he just made that huge play and he wasn't even on Reinhardt.
He just said, I don't need to. Pig Dog, you're bad. Like, that's basically what Ronin's saying in my
So Tonin Toes is up 2-1. This is match point. Tonin Toes win this, they win the whole thing.
But so it seems that everyone just seems to have to try to do their best. Pushing the payload slowly. Ronin comes in, he tries to power drop, but he gets pinned and killed. Unfortunate. Greatly unfortunate.
A lot of free progress over for everyone. Moose gets very low. Jaro's gonna end up falling thanks to Big Daddy 2 final blow. And that's just a complete wipe.
Looking at the ultimates from both sides, it's shocking how favored they tend to be in Tonin Toes. But on the other side, they have Widow fight coming up, and Blade and Nano. So Nano Blade can be coming out, and then the Shatter should be coming online by the next fight. But the Earl switches off. No, they're going dive.
Yep, Big Dog switching over. The Winston, Moose going to the Sombra.
They figured out that dive is the way to go. And Rona gets hacked immediately, melted.
Hacked and destroyed. That's why the Sombra pick's so amazing. He just can't be as disruptive when he's hacked like that.
Yeah,
Essentially, he's just a walking ult battery. Especially if he uses his shields right before. He's literally just 900 health of ult battery.
now Tonin Toes is backed off, just having to wait for Rona to come back on a monkey. He has that long.
Nano Blade over for Sad Widow. The Immortality Field's gonna get in the way. He'll get absolutely nothing.
But then it also comes out. Sad Widow just
Lodian gets destroyed mid attack visor. Moose gets 2, but it's looking like it's in favor of Tonin Toes.
incredibly in favor of Tonin Toes, but then Opti goes down. He goes takes a big damage.
It's currently even. Onxie going for the bomb. It's gonna get 2. That's huge. And now it is just Sad Widow and Jaro left over.
Jaro flies out, just gets himself into a more advantageous position, and this just seems to go 5.
Insane game so far. Lodian switches over to Sombra off of that Soldier. Noticing Soldier didn't really work out for him last time.
More than precisely. I wonder what he's. But this is just a more normal composition setup, just waiting here. But the Baptiste is kind of new. He almost has.
Moose has the EMP. He's gonna be going for it. Goes for it. It's absolutely massive.
The bomb gets one on opposite.
And that's just gonna be a very clean win for everyone. There is a chance for a recontest. Lodian's close to an EMP, although I doubt he gets it before next fight.
They surely don't want to contest this and try and keep it going.
It's winnable. Very winnable, actually.
It's very winnable, but are they gonna do it? Are they win it?
Moose is 1. Onxie's gonna take him out. It's insanely winnable.
They are going.
As long as they don't get off the point, they've won this. Yeah, Tonin Toes takes this back. Silver Sax uses that way late, but he just has to touch point. Contest.
He's on the point. White stays down.
Yep.
Cypher. Silver Sax falls to Lodian. Pig Dog to 2.
Moose is just gonna go for the contest. Not much he can do though.
And
that's gonna be a very strong hold for Tonin Toes.
Just clean. I can say nothing. That was clean and sloppy on the end.
That was very dominant for at everyone, but they just let Elodian contest the point for so long that Tonin Toes was able to just get a pick and just stabilize and win that fight.
You know what everyone needed to do there? They needed to add everyone about that Sombra in their fucking backline contestant.
Yeah, because the Diva and I forget who else, I think it was Ana, was just getting pressured by the Sombra behind. So they weren't able to protect the team in the front.
And I just lost them first, and this is so favored. And Tonin Toes to just take it off 3-1. Like we can go home, we can go see our wives, Bill.
Yeah. Tonin Toes just over and over again showing that they're not afraid to take engagements even if they don't look winnable. Jaro going over on the McCree.
Opposite on a signature far. No, they're not doing the BM.
It looks like they're going for it.
They better not go for this BM.
It's a
dickhead.
triple DPS Winston dive over on the side of that everyone.
But then they're running out with the 6
And then
DPS.
the 6-man DPS. Opposite's Farah is pretty nutty.
His Farah is nutty? Bruh, you're tripping.
Dude, he was rolling against Alpine Wolves when we were against him. The one map they won against us, he was playing Farah. Oh, as I say that, he gets picked by Sad Widow. You never want to peek those. You never want to peek that.
But Elodian takes out Moose. So it's even in the fight again. Optic comes back. This fight is just heading. TikTok is incredibly low, but Sad Widow may take out Elodian.
Yep, and this is just the problem with the 6 DPS. There's absolutely no sustain. Although, as I say that, but they get a bunch of picks. It's just Silver Sacks and Jaro left over. Jaro's gonna get 2. It's just Elodian and Ronin left over. But as I say that, Hongxi Toop are coming back in.
This is commentator's curse to the back.
Moose switches to the Tracer just for test, but he's gonna end up dying. Silver Sacks get a big pick on Tube. Both Tracers out of the fight. Pig Dog doing his best to contest, but he's just getting so much damage dealt to him. Elodian gets a pick on Silver Sacks. There goes some of their much needed healing. Cypher has to pop Valkyrie just for sustain. But as I said, that so many picks coming over on the side of Tonin Toes. Cypher goes for the res. She gets on Sad Widow. Moose gets a pick off Elodian. Toop and Hongxi are just getting picks, and that's going to be it. Tonin Toes wins that 3-1.
Tonin Toes wins. All-Star Game day 2, 3-1. I just gotta say,
Tonin Toes, your ASG Season 3 champions right here, or the upper league. The Moose with this huge EMP. That's what let them get so much of that first point. Just very good games, Endo.
Very good. I actually enjoyed those games, even though we didn't see some of Ronan's Reinhardt, which I believe is.
I would have loved to see some of Ronan's Reinhardt.
But he would have actually smacked the other team. But you can't always have your cake and eat it too.
Can't get everything you want. But that's gonna be it for Endo and I. Do you have any last words, Endo?
Any last words? I say, follow Overwatch Pretenders on Twitter, subscribe to YouTube, and follow us on Twitch. Make sure to check all this out, and I'll catch you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Later.